Hello, this is Jen, and I'm delighted to welcome you back for another Mindfulness Monday. Today, I'd love to talk to you about how we can get more into our body, how we can become more embodied, and why that's helpful. Sometimes when our minds get really busy, it's like a hamster wheel in our minds, and the hamster wheel goes round and round and round. The hamster's running faster and faster and faster, and we can get really overwhelmed with our thoughts. And because thoughts can cause emotions, if we're having tricky thoughts, we can have tricky emotions. And many of our thoughts that we will think that in that going round in that hamster wheel are not going to be true thoughts. They might be real because we're thinking them, but they're not true. And these might be anxious thoughts or, thoughts that maybe cause us to feel a bit low. And one way that mindfulness teaches us to kind of help and support ourselves with these things is to bring ourselves back into our bodies. And today I would like to introduce you to the body scan. Now, the body scan is just exactly as it says it is. We're going to scan through the body, and we're just going to notice what we find. And I'm going to talk you through it. Now, you can do it sitting up, but often people do the body scan lying down. So maybe you would like to listen to this first, and then you might like to try and do it lying down. But first of all, see if you can find a comfortable position, either sitting or lying down on your back, or in fact lying in any comfortable position. And just allowing your body, your legs and your arms to relax. If you're sitting, feeling the feet on the floor, connected to the floor, connected to the ground, imagining roots growing out of the soles of your feet. And if you're lying down, just allowing the feet and the hands to open, palms facing up to the ceiling, and just allow everything to flop and settle into a comfortable position. And if you feel comfortable and if it's safe, closing the eyes. And start by taking 2 or 3 gentle, long, deep breaths, breathing in and breathing out. You can breathe in through your nose and breathe out either through your nose or mouth, it doesn't matter. Do whatever feels most comfortable, whatever feels most relaxing. And just notice how that feels to breathe in and to breathe out. See if you can notice your tummy expanding as you breathe in and falling back as you breathe out. Air moves into your body as you breathe in and out of your body as you breathe out. Just see if you can notice that. Notice how it feels. And you might want to put a hand on your tummy, and as you breathe in, just notice the hand moving with the breath. And now we're going to start to pay some attention to some of the other parts of the body. So starting with the feet, just notice how the feet feel Do they feel warm? Do they feel cold? Do they feel relaxed? Do they feel restless? Do they feel tingly? It's perfectly okay if you don't feel anything at all. But if you can, relax your feet now. Allow them just to flop out a bit more, or if they're on the floor, just imagine them relaxing more onto the floor, melting onto the floor. And if that feels hard to do, that's okay. This is the first time. Just take a moment and notice what your experience is. Your experience is your experience. There's no right and wrong here. We're just noticing. And now, just allow yourself to be still. There's nothing to do here. Just following my voice lightly. Not striving, just softly allowing my voice to guide you. Just pay attention as well as you can. Maybe if you've got socks on your feet, you might notice that. You might even have covered yourself with a blanket and notice the weight of the blanket. Maybe you'll feel the heels of your feet pressing into whatever you're lying on, or the soles of your feet pressing into the floor. Whenever your mind gets busy and gets distracted by thinking, and our minds do that, just gently bring your attention back to your feet and to what you can feel. Now our minds are like puppies. Our attention's like a puppy, a curious puppy. It wants to explore everything, every thought. And just like we have to train puppies, we can just bring the attention back to the feet. And now moving the attention to the lower legs and just noticing what you feel in the lower legs. Do they feel heavy? Do they feel light? Do they feel warm? Do they feel cold? Do they feel tingly? See if you can let go of any frustration that comes up, any sense of really trying to do something. And just do your best and give yourself a few moments to rest. Not trying to do anything, just allowing whatever you notice, whatever you feel to come up. And now, moving your attention to your knees and relaxing the knees. Feeling the front of the knees, the back of the knees, and the sides of the knees. And after a few more breaths, moving your attention up to your upper legs. And whatever you feel or whatever you don't feel is okay. Notice your legs, your upper legs, and allow them to relax. Maybe you want to say silently in your mind, I'm relaxing my legs. My legs are relaxed now. And if you feel restless, if you feel wriggly, that's okay. That's completely normal. If you get distracted by thoughts again, that's okay. It's completely normal. And now move your attention to your tummy. Notice how your tummy moves as you breathe in and as you breathe out, rising and falling gently like waves on water. You might feel something inside. Maybe you've had a meal. Maybe you're hungry. You might notice how your clothes feel on you. If you're in bed, you might notice the duvet or a blanket. You might feel some kind of emotion in your tummy. Maybe feeling happy, maybe a bit sad, maybe a bit butterfly feeling. That's all okay. Everything's okay. bringing your attention up to your chest, and notice it rising and falling as you breathe. And if it feels hard to focus on that, that's okay. That's completely normal. Just practice coming back again and again and feeling your chest as it breathes, feeling the body breathing. And now turn your attention to your hands, wherever they are, on the ground or the bed or your lap. And notice how they feel. There's no need to move them or do anything with them. Just notice how they feel and relax them if you can. And if you can't, just pay attention to them. Notice how they feel for another moment. And now moving your attention up to your arms, and maybe see if you can find a moment of stillness, of softness in your arms. Just like the pause at the end of each breath. A pause of stillness, a moment of stillness. And now move your attention round to your back. How does your back feel? Either if you're sitting up or if you're lying down. Just notice how the back moves and rocks with each breath. When your mind gets busy or maybe frustrated or scared, you can always come back to feeling how your body feels in this way for a moment. And now bring your attention to your shoulders and your neck, and see if you can really allow your shoulders and your neck to relax and let go of any tension. Imagine that either me or someone else has got their hands, and really softly putting my hands on your shoulders and just feeling all that tension drain away. And if your mind wanders, that's perfectly okay. No one can pay attention all the time. Just keep coming back to the part of your body that you're noticing whenever you find yourself getting distracted by thought. And now feel your face and your head. What expression do you have on your face right now? What would it feel like to smile? What else do you notice in your face, in your head, maybe even in your mind? And finally, spend a few moments paying attention to your whole body. And if it's easier, just like we did last week, you can also rest your attention with your breath. And if you're doing this just before you drift off to sleep in the evening, just allow that to happen. Staying still and continuing to pay attention to your breath and any feelings in your body. Relaxing your body. And if you're listening to this in the morning, and if it's time to waken up, or if you're just going to go and continue on with your day, just allowing yourself to bring more attention and sensation into your body, waking up. And if you have your eyes closed, preparing to open your eyes, finally opening your eyes, and just either lying or sitting for a few moments before continuing on with your day. Thank you for joining me for another Mindfulness Monday. I look forward to seeing you again next week. Do share in the comments how you found this. Thank you.